guys, thanks for tuning in. Paul here. I just got in the mail today a brand new windshield wiper transmission linkage, so I figured I may as well film removal and replacement of this thing. So let's get started. I'm working on a 2008 Chevy Impala. On this you're going to need a 16mm socket and a 10mm socket and a screwdriver. You got to pop these caps off of your wipers. As you can see, we got a little snow here. More so the need for the windshield wipers, huh? Then you got 3 push pins on here. You just got to pry the center of that pin up. Center of that plastic pin comes out. I'll show you how it works after I get it out. Trying not to mutilate this. Alright, how these work is you got the center pin that slides in here and spreads this out and makes it stay locked in. So you got to just slide that center piece up, then pry the center out. Gonna have to take this seal off. That just pulls right off. I'm missing a pin here, so I only got 2 of them to mess around with on the side and the middle. I got to get another one of those pins actually and replace the one on the other side. It was all chewed up. I'm not taking the blame for that one. That was like that. It was mutilated when I tried to get it out. It was so bad that I couldn't get it out actually. I just haven't had a, not that I haven't had a chance, I haven't thought to replace it. I'll be honest, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I've had the chance, just haven't done it. Would have been easier with my body panel kit, that pry tool. Alright, first side to come off has got to be your driver's side. Oh, you got to take the wipers off first. Like I said, that's 16mm socket. Gonna need a 16 and a 10. I've heard some people say they had 15s on, but mine's got 16. First time you're removing your wipers are going to be a little tough to get off. I'll show you what you need to do to get them out of there. You're going to need to lift up, they're splined on here. So lift up on your arm a little bit and then wiggle and it'll come out. The longer arm goes on the passenger side, shorter one on the driver's side. You can mark where your wipers were if you want on your windshield. I pulled this off so many damn times because my bushing went on the one that wore out. I replaced it and that popped a couple of times, so I got sick of playing with that, so I just ordered a new assembly. Now you're going to lift this panel on the driver's side first. Get that out of the... oh, nope, the other side first, then the driver's panel. I'm sorry, I had them backwards. You just got to lift the driver panel out. Passenger panel, you're just going to move out of the way a little bit. Then you're going to need your 10mm socket. There are, I believe, 3 retainer bolts holding the assembly in. Goes a lot quicker with a power tool. I highly recommend this Porta cable set I got from Lowe's. It had the impact driver and drill. I got that for 99 bucks. I don't know if they're still on sale, but that's coming real handy. I also have power ratchets. I bought AC Delco brand that have worked pretty well for me. They're invaluable with saving time. Gonna have to lift this out a little bit. It's a little tricky to get out. To get your motor plug off, you're gonna have to slide back the gray tab that's on there. Gotta slide that gray tab back on the plug, and then depress the tab, and it'll pull off. Then you just got to kind of manipulate this out of here. Front side first, and then it comes out. Now I got to unbolt the motor. I believe those are 10mm as well, I hope. Yes, they are. They're 10mm. I'm going to go on the bench and do this. Going to need a different size for that. That looks like it might be a 10 or 11 or 12 on the arm. I'm glad to see that they gave me a new arm with this, because it's got a little corroded and I was afraid it was going to wear the new one out. Let me go get a 11 and 12mm socket. The one that bolts the arm into the motor is a 12mm. Then a 10mm to disconnect the motor from the housing. Oh, there's 3 bolts there. I've got to move this motor to get that off. That does not move easily. Let me get a pair of pliers. This motor is splined, so I guess it'll lock the new arm right on there. Out with the old, in with the new. If you are using a power tool, start your bolts by hand first. Get a couple of threads in there, because they're real easy to cross thread with a power tool. You don't want to do that. I actually thought about putting a little blue Loctite on these, but I don't think it's necessary. Snug them up good. I don't think they're going to vibrate loose. Putting the arm pretty similar to the position that it was in before. Doesn't really matter where the arm is exactly, because once the thing centers up, it's going to go to home position, the motor. I'm going to make sure I plug mine in, turn it on, and turn it back off before I put my wipers on the arms. me shut my door. I don't want to heat the atmosphere. So I like to do these videos for you guys because I'm so sick of people getting ripped off at these scumbag garages that do half-assed jobs on stuff and overcharge everybody for everything they do. It's ridiculous. Save yourself a lot of money doing a job like this yourself. It doesn't take that long. Can actually be enjoyable to do. Oh, you know what I did? I screwed up. I didn't put the new arm on. I'm retarded. I put the old arm back on. I'm sorry. I'm rushing because I'm filming. I'm trying to get this done fast. I goofed up, guys. Have a little patience with me. Stage fright. I don't want to use that old arm. That's what I was afraid of, because the old arm got a little corrosion on that stud there, and that would have worn the bushing out on this again. Like I said, I'm going to try to get it to the same position as it was, if I can get the bolt on there. Pretty close. Alright, now we're not screwing up. We got it right that time. Look at that. They even gave me new nuts for my windshield wipers. Oh boy. I think this was 40 something bucks on eBay. A little tricky to get in there. You got to lower this end in first and kind of work it in there. And get your plug on before you put it in any further. That one piece fits up in your body panel here. Oh, that rubber piece got stuck in there. That rubber piece came off the old one. I got to go pull that out with a needle nose plier. Grab that out of there, I hope. Came off of the other housing. There we go. I don't need that. The new one has one on it. I don't know why that didn't want to fit in there too easy. This doesn't even line up correct. Lines up with the bolt holes right, I think. Let's see if I got to pull that bushing piece out more. This got beat up in the mail. That's what's going on. That rubber piece got knocked all the way forward. That was a problem. I thought they sent me the wrong transmission. Gotta get that under there. That's better. I gotta shove that rubber piece in there. Let me get a big screwdriver.
No good. How good we had to squeeze that on with the C-clamp that time. Well, after that screwed up, I pulled it off by hand. And then when I got home, I was able to click that right on easy.
Yeah.
I wonder if something was at this aligned. I don't know.
All right, you got to get your 10mm mounting bolts in. Tighten them up. Make sure your motor's plugged in. I'm going to run that without any wipers on it for a second. I'm just going to run that without wipers. Make sure that's nice and loose. Running?
Yeah, good. Good. Quiet.
Good. Nope, it's running nice and smooth. I wanted to make sure it went back to home. What you need to do is run the motor, then shut your wipers off without turning the ignition off right away so it can set itself up to home. Then you can know where you're going to position your wiper blades, okay? Shutting them off now. I let the motor come to a stop, then I'm turning my ignition off, the accessories off. Now I can start putting everything back on. This side goes on first.
You got a bolt goes in here, Paul?
Oh, little plastic studs.
Oh, yeah.
Those little clips that expand, you know?
Yep.
I'm missing one of them, but it's enough to hold it in there. I had to take my black car out today because of the snow. I don't like driving that in this, with this rock salt, you know?
Yeah, I took my truck out today too. I had a doctor's appointment, physical, you know. I took the truck just to warm it up. Shouldn't have drove it, you know, all salty for no reason. I had it all nice and clean.
Alright, I hope these...
this clip here, Paul?
Yeah.
What's this thing? Oh, that's...
No, that's nothing. Oh, they gave me 15 mil, huh? No, they're 16s, aren't they?
Them are like them lock nuts, right?
No, they're 15s. They gave me 15s. I'm gonna put the old ones on.
Like
maybe the
nut?
yeah, maybe the thread's a different size. Same size thread on his arm. I'm gonna use my old ones. The old one's got a better washer on them. I'm gonna put the old nuts on there.
Them new ones are probably a locking nut though, ain't it, Paul?
No.
No?
No. I gotta get a 15 to get that off of there. Alright, I tightened these down with my old bolts. My old nuts are 16 mils. I don't have a wobble 15 mil, and those are locking nuts. The other ones have a washer that kind of locks it on. I prefer the old nuts. Matter of preference. I'm sure it's not going to come off. I'm just going to give them a test run. Make sure I like the angle that I got on them. That's good.
Yeah, you got it.
Windshield wipers are important, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I got the new ones put on my Honda, you know, and they were working so nice, I was telling you. was raining, they were streaking on me again.
Really?
That's Josh, darn it. They only been on here 2 weeks.
Yeah, they shouldn't be cut up yet. Shouldn't get cut up that quick.
No.
I'm gonna hold on to this rubber piece for the hell of it. That was a quick job. Alright guys, that's how you do a windshield wiper transmission linkage in a 08 Impala. Pretty similar in every other car, not that much of a difference. Last thing you got to do, don't forget to put that engine seal on there. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that button and do so, guys. Give a like and share. I appreciate you helping my channel grow. It's our channel. And I hope to see you soon. Remember, take good care of your cars, guys. They'll take good care of you. Most of the time anyway. I got another one acting up here, but we're going to see if we can fix that. I'll make a video of that soon. Transmission issues. All right, guys. Bye-bye.